Greetings and welcome to Spellcaster University. I'm KatherineOfSky, and a huge thank you to Sneaky Yak Studio, I love the name by the way, for giving me a key to play this game and sponsoring this episode of this game. So when I looked at this game, I was like, okay, it's a roguelike, it's a deck builder, and you build a school. Looks a bit simple. So I was like, do I really want to play this game? And then I asked for a key and I started to play and I was like, whoa, this is a big game. So I am really delighted to show you this massive game. It is very complicated, but also it's kind of one of these like easy to play and hard to master kind of things. So I hope you're going to enjoy playing with me today. So we're going to start a brand new campaign. Now, please note that I am playing on the build right before the major update that is happening on June 15th. And that's the update that you're going to get to play, but I needed to make this video before that came out. So that build also includes dungeons, like mini dungeons that you can do. But we're going to play before that in a new campaign. So this is all about creating a school of magic for your students and choosing the best kind of schools that they're going to study, like different types of magic and all the kinds of things. Now we have different difficulty levels, we have different game lengths, and what I want to do is I'm going to go on, I think I'm going to go on the shortest game length for this YouTube series, because when I played a normal length one, the first school was many hours long. So anyway, we're just gonna do a regular no challenge rules, I think, but there are different kinds of things. Oh wow, they have all kinds of things. You can choose between 2 cards instead of 3 when drawing from your deck. Oh no. Yeah, and it's good to, there's many things that you can do here. So in the shortest game, the forces of evil progress rate is plus 30%. That means the forces of evil are going to come after us sooner, but I think it's going to be much more digestible for YouTube content. Their learning rate though is plus 20%. So that's pretty good. All right. Now we can choose our glorious coat of arms. The guinea pig. All right, we're going to be the Skyland University. We need to fix this. This coloring is not ideal. Oh, you know what? We can do this. This is easier. We can choose something that is close to what we want or not, as we like. I think I know what I want for the symbol. I think we're going to be a tentacles. You know what? We're going to be tentacles. This is great. But I do want to change the colors of some of this stuff because it's just not ideal. All right, the squid, we need to have this squid being, I don't know, maybe purple. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. And let's see if we can change the background a bit. Maybe there's all kinds, as you see. Many different kinds of backgrounds. Let's choose, is this the darker color? Yeah, it seems like it. Okay. We're going to be like a squid in the ocean. That seems good. Okay. This doesn't really go with the name, but that's fine. We're just going to like imagine it does. We have 3 different starting locations initially. We have a village where the students are on average richer. This has to do with how much gold you can extract from them as they go to your university. The famous local minstrel might cause trouble. It has a large buildable area. Now we have the lake, longer trip to school, which is not ideal. So what happens is if your students get bored or tired or hungry and they can't find a place in your school to satisfy those needs, they walk home. And so that's the longer trip. Special opportunities with the creature of the lake. Rather limited build area. The forest, they are poorer than elsewhere. More students are werewolves. The ancient troll might cause trouble, and this has a large buildable area. I think I'm gonna go, I've built in the village before, and that's a really kind of an easy start. I would kind of recommend that for your first thing. I'm curious about the lake though. I have never built on the lake or the forest. So I'm gonna choose the lake. We're just gonna see what this is like. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause the game. Oh yes, and oh, there we go. Remember to communicate with factions through the local map. Their support will be invaluable. There are several factions that we can talk to, and they have different bonuses for us if we get the reputation up high enough. A lakeside citadel. The island in the middle of this lake would be perfect for building a magic university and will shelter us from the forces of evil. This university will be majestic. The downside is that the students will have a long walk to the closest village, so you should make sure they have everything they need at the university. Oh, and apparently there's an evil creature roaming around the lake, so take care, huh? This lake is an ancient seat of power. It will do perfectly. We get arcane and alchemy mana. Wow. That's cool. I organized everything. This university will be extraordinary. We get 2 new house cards. This place is so harmonious, we will have to preserve its balance. We get a shadow room and a light room. This is a really interesting opportunity for us because there are several schools of magic, as we can see down here. We have the standard deck, which is purchased with gold. And then we have nature, light, shadow, arcane, and alchemy. I don't need to do the new houses because I have 2, and the houses are kind of like the Harry Potter houses of schools of, Sorting Hat and all that, except we are the hat. We get to be a hat. That's cool. So here we have an opportunity to either get arcane and alchemy or shadow and light. With this, let's see, we need 100 alchemy mana to draw a card or pick from a set of cards. So we have choices. This is great. Normally, like in the beginning of a level, you don't get those choices. You're lucky if you get them from the standard deck. So this is such a good opportunity. What do we want to do? Arcane and alchemy. I kind of want to do arcane and alchemy because alchemy can give you some really interesting bonuses. I mean, all of the decks have bonuses, but let's go with this. All right, we're going to pause. First thing, we're going to pause. All right, let's look at our landscape here. We have a bridge over here to this small area there, and then the village is way out somewhere over there. This is kind of a funny, like, half 3D, half not. The art style, I am told, is based on, like, French comics, and you'll see that more when we actually get people here. But, so we start out with a few cards. We start out with new houses. And we're going to do those last, and I'll tell you why in a bit. We have new students. We can start recruiting students, but we're going to do that after houses, actually. So last? Yeah, post last. Then we have a dormitory where our students can go to sleep, and they have 5 beds there. I usually like to have 2 dorms in my universities. We have a students' hall, which allows 5 students to play video games and have fun. I don't know what they do. Refectory allows them to eat, so it's like a cafeteria. And then we get these wonderful cards. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to draw from the special decks first, and we're going to get a choice of 3 cards. So Arcane Deck costs us 100 for the first draw, and now it's 150. Every time you draw it, it goes up. Wow, look at all the things. So we have these room cards. So a temporal room allows students to improve their temporal magic skills. And each of these schools has 3 different levels or 3 different segments of their magic. So here we have temporal magic, and this one is elementalism. So those are 2 different ones of this thing. Now these symbols on the bottom, you see this can be improved with a relic and also with a decoration. So when we place this room down, we can add each of these things to the room, and that's going to become important later to get some more bonuses. Are you seeing what I'm, talking about with like very complicated game here? Yes. So that's that. I'm going to wait. This is a good card. They may gain an extra choice of future. We'll talk about futures in the future. But right now we don't need this. It's so much more important to be able to get a room, because when a student can be in a room, they generate mana in the same school. Oh, so which one do we want? I'm going to take the Elementalist Dojo. Okay, now let's draw another one. Oh, cool. All right. We get the gazebo, which allows a character to admire the landscape, which reduces boredom and improves sanity. And they also generate prestige. That's nice, because we get more students. So the higher your university's prestige is, the more students you'll attract. But I would rather have the temporal room. because we're going to, I think, specialize in arcane magic here. Let's do this last thing. Ah, look what we got. We got a, yeah, we don't have a place for this, but this is kind of a relic, is what this is. We got an interdimensional room. Wow, that's the third part of the arcane magic, so that's actually perfect. So a window to another world. Active students will slightly improve their portal magic skills. We do have a location for this piece. It's like a window you put on the wall, but I'm going to take this because that's kind of important. All right, so let's go ahead and draw the alchemy deck as well. We can get a rune scriptorium to improve rune skills. I'm assuming that these kinds of little buggy things will go away. But yeah, that's a thing that we're going to see a little bit of here. We also have an observatory. This is really good. A classroom that generates mana proportionate to student levels. If the students are very good, it generates a lot of mana. This room comes with a teacher. Ooh, I think I'm going to have to take the rune scriptorium. And then, of course, we have an aquarium. Active characters in this room generate gold. So that's very nice. So we have 4 special rooms, and then we have the regular rooms. All right, I'm going to draw from the standard deck now as well. Okay, we have a village banner. This will improve our peasants' population. We have the shadow room, which allows students to slowly improve shadow magic skills, necromancy, demonology, and assassination. So that's a different school. Private apartments. In this room, your teachers can rest or prepare for the next class. This is a hard one. I think I'd rather take shadow room so that I'm starting to generate more shadow mana. We have a light room and an alchemy room. Wow. I think we're going to take light because we have already some alchemy, so we'll take that. All right, we have a teacher's lounge. This is good. Very, very good. Let's see. Can I access that one behind? Oh, I guess not. Okay. I can't draw any more cards anyway, so that's fine. But what we want to do is start building this place. And there are certain races, namely the elves, that get a bonus when they're, so let's see, you can place this, for example, like this or this, you know, this kind of a thing. And like the elves get a bonus if the classrooms are at floor 4 or above. So we want to try to put, you know, random stuff, basic stuff on the ground floor if we possibly can. Let's go here. We can reduce boredom. Sure. Let's put our refectory over here. Now, I don't know why some rooms can be placed on the ground floor or not. I really am not sure about that, but they do have different sizes, as you can see, and some of them have, like, you know, items on the side, like this particular room here has a wall in this lounge room, or this is, oh, that's a student hall. So there's no door that can connect, and you kind of see that when you're trying to put something next to it like this. And that's fine, because this one can go up and sideways and down, and that's just fine if we put this right here. Okay, so now, let's see. We have some other rooms. Do we have... I guess that's it. The rest are definitely themed rooms, and I think we can just start building here, but it's just something to keep in mind when you are thinking about stuff. I'm going to try to keep my rooms together initially, if we can, but of course, that's... yeah... interesting. Let's put this one here. I'm going to try to put my purple rooms out on this side. Okay, and when we place a room that requires a teacher, then we need to choose a teacher. So this is going to be our temporal magic teacher. We have 2 different people here. There's a lot of stuff to look at right here. These are their current needs, and those will go up and down over time. But when they come to our school, they have a 0. And this one has health 80, sanity 80. They both have the same kind of health and sanity. Then we have a few different attributes to them, and they're in different areas. So we have, this person is lawful neutral. The needs of lawful students in their class grow 10% slower. And neutral students learn 10% faster. And the same thing here with chaotic evil. Needs of chaotic grow 10% slower, and bad students learn 10% faster. The pedagogy is also important. Lower students' learning rate by 10% because he's mediocre, but good improves it by 10%. Now, unionization is kind of a, I don't know, I think of it as a hidden mechanic because I've never actually come across a situation where the employee does anything based on it. So this employee has no union, they will not make waves, and their salary will stay low. This person, they are an active member of the enchanting union. Their salary is 50% higher. However, good working conditions mean tiredness, boredom, and hunger lower 20% faster. So there are different bonuses for that, but I haven't actually seen any kind of uprisings from this. And then, of course, we have the good qualities on the left and then poor qualities on the right. So we have Corpore Sano, slows the growth rate of needs by 20%. Courageous, this is cool, deals 35% more damage in combat. Now, I thought this was important when I first started, but I haven't actually seen much combat in this game, I'll be honest. It's just like, I've seen, like, there are events that have many choices and mostly you can avoid those. And the one I chose had like 4 orcs coming after me and my students coming into the school just murdered them. So it was not a problem. Okay, Poser, boredom grows 20% faster for all other characters in the room. That includes students. Procrastinator, acts and gets tired 25% slower. Okay. Now this person has ancient wisdom, so students learn faster. And they reduce health losses by 20%. But being an elder, they move much slower. And they're a coward. They deal 50% less damage and run away as soon as they get attacked. I don't know, I kind of feel like these, the boredom thing is annoying because it does affect everybody. So I think I'm going to pick Kevin Nosrov. But that's not his real name. He has a magic name. That happens to be the name of one of my patrons. So his name is actually Andrew W. Thank you, Andrew W, for being my patron. And you are now the professor of the temporal room. Okay, so that's great. We have 2 more buildings. We have this one. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, so we'll put the interdimensional room here as well. It looks like we do have arrows up as well and sideways, so we'll just put that there. And this room allows students to quickly improve their portal magic. It does not need a teacher, but lowers sanity. Teacher unions forbid work in such a horrible room, so students are in there alone. That sounds awful, doesn't it? It's kind of rough, but it looks very cool, doesn't it? I like it. And this room is amazing once we start the game. It's like swirling gears and all the things and good stuff. All right, and then we're going to put in the Elementalist Dojo. I think we can put that up here, maybe, so that all the students are kind of on the same area. Or I could put it here, maybe. No, let's just put it up top. Okay. So we're going to look at these teachers as well. We have Under the King's Protection. This increases reputation with the king. Any kind of like passive increases to reputation are great. They have an appropriate pedagogy, so it's normal rate. And they have Round Belly, they get hungry faster. And Coward, they deal less, damage. The Round Belly is so cute because they are actually a little bit rotund in game, and it's so sweet. So then we have this teacher who has lowered rate of learning. Their wage is higher than the rest of the staff, and they're unionized, and they're slow. So we're going to choose Yabosh here, but Yabosh's name, we always call them by their magical names because those are secret. And you are going to be Alex Durrani. All right, Alex Durrani, you are now the professor of the Elementalist Dojo. All right, so now this is actually really organized. Most of my playthroughs have ended up not being this way. So now we have 3 other rooms. We have the Rune Scriptorium, the Shadow Room, and the Light Room. Now, these are small rooms, the Shadow Room and the Light Room. I think the Scriptorium, oh, this one is also small. So what I'm thinking of doing is just kind of lining, maybe we could line them up vertically so that at least some of them are on the 4th floor, because we actually can't build anything else now. But I do want to have these rooms here just in case we can get some students working in them. So let's put the Light Room here. Okay, and we have 2 more people. Ancient Wisdom, Ex-Adventurer. Oh, that's another reputation gain. This one has Erudite and Inspiring. Oh, this is great. Students have a small chance of losing a random negative trait. So they're relaxed. Tiredness lowers. Okay. Their students loan 10% slower. But this one has a... Oh, jeez. It's so weird. I think they end up having around the same learning rate. So do we want the Ex-Adventurer or do we want Inspiring? I think we want Ex-Adventurer. Okay, so we're going to choose Joachim Talon, whose magical name happens to be Snowmire. Snowmire, welcome. You are now the professor of the Light Room. Let's build the Shadow... Oh, I didn't realize that was that big. Okay, Shadow Room we'll put over here. That's on the 3rd floor. All right, who wants to be a shadow teacher? Okay, we have Clumsy and Greedy. This is kind of a weird thing. 50% chance to suffer from magical aberrations. We need kind of an infirmary to cure those. And then higher salary. This one is loses sanity. Okay, so let's see what other things we have here. I don't know which one to do. I guess we'll just choose Adelaide Stormcalm, mostly because of the pedagogy. The rest of them are kind of similar. So you are going to be, you're going to be Andrea. That is your magical name. Thank you. Andrea, thank you for being my patron. All right, so you're going to be teaching in the Shadow Room. And now let's go to the Rune Scriptorium. Oh, I guess we need a way to pass this by. Okay, let's try to put this here. All right, again, we are going to check out the things and the stuffs. We've got fun and comical. Wow, that's cool. Really interesting. Pedagogy, excellent here. Inspiring. This is a great, great thing to have. I think we're going to change. We're going to go with Abby. Hello? Wait, hello. Where did you go, Abby? Okay, we're going to select you. Come on. All right. We're going to choose this here. And your name happens to be... I'm looking for... Oh, I think Riven. You shall be Riven. That is your magical name. Riven, thank you so much for being a patron. Okay, and I think we're kind of almost ready to go here. So now we want to choose houses. So what we have is we have this class selection here. The general class has all these priorities for learning. Now, if the students learn the levels of magic, all 3 levels of magic. Oh, I need to just get a student in here and show you. But what you want to do is specialize them in general. I feel that seems to be a better way of going about things. Also, that's a thing that I would love to see changed is when you click a thing like this, you can't press escape to get out of it. You have to click this X over here, and I would love to see escape get out of that because I keep on doing that. Anyway, what we want to do is choose a house and tailor it to whatever we have here. So we have the arcane things. We have a light room, a shadow room, and a rune scriptorium. So in general, what we're going to do is create 2 different houses here. And let's see what we have. Sometimes you have a specializing thing here. We don't have any specializing thing here, which makes me a bit annoyed. I'm going to try with this one to get a specializing thing. So let's just go with, let's see, Diligent generates more mana. That's great. Or Courageous is fabulous. More damage in combat. Let's see. Misbehaving, beautiful, steadfast. I love the beautiful trait. This character loses much less sanity when insulted because they're beautiful, so they don't care. Like, they're so confident, they don't care. It's great. So we'll make them beautiful. And I think, let's make this the alchemy thing. We'll do alchemy here with them. We do have one alchemy room. Sure, we'll go with that. And what I'm going to do is forbid all of these other... Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to put them on allowed, except for Arcana. Because Arcana is going to be... We have 3 rooms for that, and that's going to be the specialty that we're going to have right now. But I do want to choose a shield. Okay, this is closer to what I want. I want to choose the Alchemy Symbol, because what we can do is change the names of these things and just put something that makes us think about the thing rather than reading it every time. Hello, where are you? There it is. Yay. Oh, not that. Not the anchor. This thing. Yay. Okay. And let's choose a different color for that. I guess that's fine-ish. Maybe we should go blue. I don't know. Maybe blue is better. We have kind of a turquoisey thing going on there with the wall, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Okay, that's much better. Okay, I like this better. So this is going to be, we're just going to remember that this is alchemy. We can just call it whatever, it doesn't matter. And then we're going to choose a color of robe that our students are going to wear. I usually do blue for alchemy just to match these colors so I remember it a lot easier. So we're going to sign this. Hooray. All right, new house. Okay, what did we get? We got chosen by the light. Oh no. I'm going to choose something else. I'm going to choose this to be our Arcana category. And we're going to do, let's see, we got worker learns all magic 10% faster. So that's good. Ambitious has better chances to obtain the most beneficial futures. This is perfect because I want my students to learn this. So when you have these specialty things, it says learns light magic 25% faster. There is one for each house. And I hoped we would get one for Arcana, but that's okay. Now I'm going to have the Arcana people wear purple because I love the purple with them. Okay. And we're going to change our symbol to be something else. I don't know. Arcana, that's fine. And we need to fix this background to be better, I feel. Can maybe make, oops, maybe make it there. That's kind of purpley something-y, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Sarmir, sure. We can even call it Arcana. I don't know. Arcanon? Arcanon. That sounds good. Okay. And some of these things can be changed later, as in we can change the specialties of these things, but you can't choose these things. You can, I believe, change, yeah, you can change the name if you want to later. But otherwise, yeah, that's the thing. So in our regular general class, we're going to say forbid Arcana because we want them to go to the other thing. And then we're also going to forbid alchemy for our general studies students. Okay, and they're just going to do everything else. Okay, now we have other things. Oh, and see, here we have other things in the rooms. Travel back in time. They have a small chance of extending their studies by 1 year. Casual loop, they have a small chance of creating a temporal room card. That's kind of cool. So anyway, every room has different kinds of things. It's just kind of crazy how much is in this game. Now then, we're going to invite new students. So let's go and play this card. Okay, so these are kind of like the teacher cards. Each student has different traits, and also they have a gold thing telling us how well off they are, how much money they have. This person is a worker, learns all magic 10% faster, and they're a coward. This is not ideal, but what we want to do is kind of like, I think I want to specialize everybody into Arcana that doesn't fit into here. Okay, gourmet, coward, sure. Gourmet is hunger lowers 30% faster. Miserable? Oh no, that's bad. Okay. Shadow Disciple. Okay, so this is a bit of a rough thing because we don't have any shadow specific other than that one room. The other thing that I can show you here is these. These are representative of our schools of magic. So here we have elementalism, portal magic, and temporal magic. These are the three things that I was talking about, where we have the three rooms for the arcana magic. And so these are shadow magic, demonology, necromancy, and assassination. These are the alchemy, runes, potions, and enchantments. And then here's the light magic, heroism, sacred magic, and retribution. And then we have beast magic, herbalism, and druidism in the nature magic. So it's kind of cool that we got those rooms that do everything. That's amazing. Anyway, down to earth, we also have like negative modifiers, as you can see. Learns arcane magic 50% slower. So definitely don't want to put them in the Arcanan school here. Let's put them in general, because that person will be able to go to the shadow room and do stuff. So Jack of all trades learns the first level of all magic disciplines 100% faster. So that's pretty cool. Now, their Goth learns light magic slower and pretentious. Their presence increases the boredom of other characters. That's not really great. I'm tempted to put them into general studies so that they can learn more stuff. So let's go ahead and put them there. All right, so this person is comical, old-fashioned, and demoralized, and they're a bit slow, but they're wealthy. Hooray! So I'm going to put them in Arcanan. Sure. I should have put one into the alchemy school just to get some of that going, but I'm not, well, can't do it now. So we'll get this going later on. One thing I do want to set is, if we go to the headmaster's office, we see two clickable things. This one is futures for our students. We have none yet because nobody has graduated. And then we have a thing on our desk, which is policy. So we want men and women coming. Discipline, we have poor, fair, or strict. We have other rules, yearly contests, curriculum length, get a sponsor. Pre-selection, we can do most educated, that are smarter than average. Students from wealthy families, that will help us get more gold. The sanest, I usually do wealthy families. But we can do most educated, because that actually will give us the best futures for later. We have an application fee, which also affects our gold things. And then, you know, if you go for 30 gold pieces, you'll get fewer people. Dormitories. I like to do paid dormitories so that they pay us for sleeping. And then we have our salaries for people. They do affect how things, you know, happen here. How the teachers are affected. And the refectory, we have free meals, paid meals. Let's see, refectories lose efficiency, but students pay you to use them. And then organic meals. Let's see, refectory efficiency improves for each nearby stable and greenhouse, but the upkeep doubles. I've never tried that one. We don't have a stable or a greenhouse, so that might be difficult, but we will see if we can make that happen. We have a refectory right here, so we could put a stable or a greenhouse there, so we'll just see how that works. Okay, let's start the game. Let's play. Let's go ahead and speed it up a tiny bit. And, yeah, let's see. I guess our students... Oh, here they come. Here they come. Let's see. Let's watch them. Let's just zoom in on them. They're all thinking. Everybody's wearing different clothes because, again, oh, there's our pot-bellied guy. So cute. And our elders are walking slow. But it's so adorable. It's really beautiful to see them. And then, of course, we're going to watch the animations. This room is like the best room. It's so great. I like it. So here's one of our first students going into the portal. Wow, that's an angle to walk at, isn't it? Oh, but this is supposed to walk at this angle. Look at this. They're just like walking in these like crazy directions. Oh, that's great. That's so cool. Oh, this is great. So we have a teacher here working, and of course no students to go in there, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, cool. So they're going in one portal and coming out the other, very like Portal the game. So that's neat. All right. So basically, the students are going to run around and do their thing. And as they're doing things, you can see the mana jumping up here. Oh dear, we have an Orc Raid. The moon was red tonight. It's a sign. The clans gather for combat. Oh no. Okay, we can either be attacked by 3 orcs, or we can be attacked by 2 orcs. And for a little gold, you'll forget what the moon looks like. Alright, our reputation will go up, so that's good. Or we can, if we get at least 50 with the faction, they will leave us alone. All right, let's do this. And then immediately we're presented with more applicants here. So Goth doesn't like light. I'm going to go ahead and put them in Verfala. Old-fashioned heavy sleeper. Brilliant people, I tend to put them in my specialty place. Arcane Scholar. Yes, please. Go in there, please. I'll put you here. And then demoralized, allergic to pollen. They are not good with nature magic. So put them there. Here, go in there. Gourmet, orphan, brilliant, go. Okay, good. I would also love to see like 1, 2, and 3 controlling the speed here. That would be amazing. All right. The Adventurers Guild sends its regards. I have found a window between 2 troll massacres to come say hi. The opening for a new magic school is always good news for the Adventurers Guild. What kind of mage do you train? So we get, so this is a choice, which is always, I have always seen this one, mages who can mend folks. We're in need of good healers. So this gives us a kind of a health renewing place, like an infirmary or some kind of an item that will be healing. Mages that can blow up things, a great addition to your next raids. That's going to be a more martial card selection. And then magical trinkets. I think that's going to be either alchemy or items. So let's see this one. Yeah, let's see. We get a demonic chamber where people can learn demonology. So that's part of the shadow magic. Weapons and shields. Oh, there we go. Combat power gets increased for a few minutes. Magical hats. Active teachers have a chance to improve their pedagogy. That's kind of cool. And this I probably would put in like a teacher's lounge or something. But I'm going to take this because I feel like generating the mana and educating students is so important. The king sends his regards. Ah, a new school for my kingdom. How great! So very great. And I would be very much like to help, for I'm a fair and generous king. What would you need? So we can get either 200 gold or a card. And I feel like a card is more valuable. So here we have, whoa, we have stuff. So we have a shadow room, which is assassination. And then we have the Chamber of Truth, where we can get light skills. We also have the Janitor Lodge, which I think I'm going to get because this person cleans up the school because there's graffiti that happens and all this other stuff. Now, if you're wondering how you can keep track of what you have, because these rooms are not labeled, and that's one thing that I kind of wish would be labeled. I do have a suggestion for that, but we have the, if you have one of these things, there's a number that appears above it, and it will say if you have 1, 2, or 3, and like the level of room you have. So we're going to take a Janitor Lodge. I think that's going to be the best for us. Let's pause the game for a minute, because, so for example, I would love to see Elementalist Dojo. Either there should be a symbol here of the Arcana, or maybe the name of the room is in purple, that kind of thing, because sometimes, you know, when you're starting the game, there's a lot to it. As you can see, there's much here, and some of them are kind of like, you know, you don't really know where it belongs. I don't know, sometimes it's a bit confusing, but hopefully it's something that the devs may have in mind. So yeah. Let's see. So we have a rune scriptorium. We have the Janitor Lodge. That's going to be kind of important. So let's put this. We were going to put a greenhouse by the kitchen. So let's see. Where is our shadow room? And the shadow room is there. So this can actually go here, I think. Yeah, let's put this here. So now we have a new set of teachers. Who we got here? Punctual researcher generates mana points. That's nice. Demanding. That's okay, I guess. So I think we're going to take Joy. And we're going to ignore perceived genders, shall we say, because I'm looking at my name list and it's hard to pick out like who I think might be matching this. So we're gonna choose Dope Island. Thank you so very much for being my patron. This is Dope Island's magical place that they teach demonology. Wow, I had no idea. That's rough times. Demonic Chamber. We get an Infernal Spellbook and Summoning Forbidden. Wow. So yeah, this is kind of cool. All right, so let's keep on going. Let's keep letting our teachers do stuff. Oh yeah, we need to place the Janitor Lodge as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put this here. This is a pretty decent spot because it's in the middle of things. And then we have janitors here. These don't always matter, like the pedagogy. I don't think it matters because they don't actually teach people. But if we have something like, okay, generates mana points, slows the growth rate of needs. Maybe this person is better. Yeah, let's go ahead with this person. The janitor. Okay. And your magical name we're discovering is Hetrix Marshall. Huh. Hetrix Marshall, thank you so very much for being my patron. Okay, we're choosing this here. All right, and things are happening. Oh, Kingdom 1, that's great. Oh, and students coming in. Okay, let's pause and see what we have here. So our top things, these are the things that are pending, and when the little circle-y thing runs out, it's just going to automatically pop up. So we have our salaries here, which we need to pay all of those, and then we have our students. Let's go ahead and sort them. So we also can see how many we have in each of these areas. A bit slow learning. I'm just going to put them in general. So antisocial. Ooh, we have a deep folk. Right. This is a different race of people. They repel the Lord of Evil's progress by a percentage equal to the prestige gained from their future. Eats 30% slower. Each of the different races or species has different traits, and if I notice them, I'll try to mention them. So they're smart. So I'm going to put you in the Arcane School. Let's see, allergic to pollen, so not good for... Oh, that's natural magic. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to put them in Verfala. Ambitious and well-behaved, but they have bibliophobia. Not good at library work. We don't have a library, so that's okay. I guess we're going to put you, in Arcanon. Old-fashioned and hypochondriac. That's not great. And a bit slow. Okay, we'll put you, I don't know. Let's just go general with you. One of the things that one of the things that's important to balance is how many students are in each school, because that's the usage of your classrooms. So these rooms are getting a bit thick with people. Oh, the villagers. Hello, villagers. They send their regards. Hi there, we're from around here. We don't like trouble and we're not fond of strangers. What are you doing here exactly? So do not worry, we exclusively teach sacred magic in accordance with the rules of the Church of Light. So we get light mana from this. And here we get natural mana. That would be really good because we can start to develop a school for that. Or we have shadow here. And I think I'd rather get natural because we don't have it yet. And usually if you get the first amount of mana, you can build a building. Roasting box. We can't keep this up, sir. Grading all that homework takes an eternity. And our students don't help. They're so unutterably incompetent. The beds are like bricks, our meals are paltry, not to mention our wages. This is why my colleagues and I have one demand to make. A special box that makes great coffee. We could give them an alcohol card, which we don't have. We can say, all right, I'll order one immediately. That's going to cost us 120 gold. And then I refuse, which loses prestige points. That's not a great idea. Let's just get a coffee machine. Okay, we're going to pause. And this goes into a room. So active teachers in this room gain the caffeinated modifier, which reduces tiredness gain for a few minutes, but also gives them a small chance of unionizing. That's rough. So what is this? This is a dorm. No, this is not a dorm. This is the teacher's lounge. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the teacher's lounge. And as we can see, it actually is here. Oh my god, this looks so cute. Aw, my cute professor. Aw, they all coming in here. They're having a snack, having a good time. It's so nice. It's adorable. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause again, and then we're going to get our nature card. Oh, wow. We get the things that we don't need. All right, so we can get a fawn, which is great. But if we get the dolmen, that will teach druidism skills, and I think we should get that. Yeah. The dolmen was originally installed outside, but the students got wet in the rain. I do love the lore in this game. It's quite funny to read all of these things. Active characters in the same room generate some prestige. It's not necessarily more practical or elegant than a standard set, but it does give food a taste of sap. Some people like that, apparently. So that's wooden set from the world tree. I like the fawn. It's actually really great, but we don't have any nature room, so I'm going to take the dolmen. And hopefully we can, let's build it somewhere. Okay. Wonder if there's not enough space here. Because they did say we're having a small island. Can I put it out this side? No. Because some of the rooms cannot go on the ground floor, but you can't build under stuff. As in, I can't build anything here if I put something up top. So I'm kind of nervous about doing that. Let's look at the Arcane Deck and see what we get. We can get an interdimensional room. And here's where I was talking about. It shows that we played the card one time. If we take this card, we don't have to build another room. We can actually place it on top of the room we have here and make it stronger, make the efficiency better. We can get a fairy dragon. This is cool. New students have a higher chance of being non-humans of any type. I think we're going to get that. I think that's a fun thing. So where are we going to put this fairy dragon? We can put it in here. Which room is this again? This is the student's hall. That's a pretty decent room to put this in. Oh no, we can just put it in the entranceway. And it's so cute. Hello. Hello. You're cute. Oh, it's flapping its wings. Aw. Adorable. Hello. Yeah, so cute. Okay, so we're going to zoom out a tiny bit and see what we get with the shadow deck. Oh, this is great. We can get... So this is a fun thing. You can get a demon tapestry. Active students in this room slightly improve their demonology skills. So they can be studying assassination and then learn demonology at the same time. So that's quite a cool thing to get. I think we want to get probably the Crypt or Assassin's Arena. Let's get this one. It holds more artifacts. And see where we want to place this. Oh, it's not going on the bottom either. So I think we're just going to have to build up here. Let's build this one. Let's go up here with this. Okay. Ulysses Rutabaga, what a name. Ex-adventurous. So this is going to generate a reputation with the Adventurers Guild. So I think that's going to be good. The pedagogy is bad though. I think we're going to take probably Louise Corrigan here. Yeah, I think we're going to change. Okay, so we're going to find out Louise's magical name. And the name here is Bink Sayers. Bink Sayers, thank you so very much for being my patron. And we're going to click here and hire Bink to work up here. The dolmen. Geez, I really want to get more nature magic so I can get something close to the refectory, but I think we're not going to be able to build it here. Can I build this thing out here? No. Nope, not out there, alas. All right, we got some stuff going on here. Gosh, time has just flown by in this episode. And wow, this is so cool. I love this portal room. That's so great. More coffee. Oh my gosh. The other teachers and I have come to the conclusion that one coffee machine is too little for such a large team. So we're asking for a second one. Otherwise, we're going on strike. We have these options grayed out because we don't have any of the mana to... Yeah. Try buying a new one. Consider yourselves happy. Oh, wow. Teacher boredom grows much faster for 300 seconds. Yeah, I guess. Okay, I found out about the union strikes. Hello. Jeez. Okay, let's get some students sorted out. And by the way, I'm not renaming students because we never see them and there's so many of them. There's like millions of them. Okay, so eat a parmesan. Normal, lawful, evil. Sure. Let's put you into here. Verfala. Sure. Verfala, maybe. Dumb. Gourmet. Put you there. Okay. And now, another thing that we can do, let me just show you this first, is we have the communication guinea pig. This is a silly, silly idea here. But we can communicate with the various factions around us. We have the sneaky merchant campsite. I love that. It's sneaky. That's great. We have the Crow Corpse village. And you can see what happens if we improve the level of the relationship. So with the peasants, we have 5 relationship points, or 5 standing with them. So if we get to 25, we lower teachers' salaries by 30%, which is great. And then if we get to 75, increases the loading speed of messenger guinea pigs by 20%. That's pretty good, especially if you have a goal to get there. Let's see if we actually have a goal. I haven't paid attention to that yet. Oh no, we don't have anything. Usually there's like stars over here if we have unlocked something, but I think we haven't yet. So let's go somewhere. The orcs can reduce costs of cards. Students generate natural mana when studying. That actually could be really good for us. So let's go to the orc faction. Okay. Humans, what do you want? The orc chief's second in command comes with an offer to join him in a hunting session. Orcs are good hunters. This could be an opportunity to learn some things. So we can do a thing to get +10 reputation. We can receive natural mana. We can... Wow, we can't do this. None of these grayed out ones we can do, but what do we need to do with them? Oh, we have to have reputation at least 50. We need a 1 hunting trophy. Oh, a fawn would be amazing, but we can't. I'm going to just go ahead and improve the reputation because I want to get to that 25 level where we can start to earn some rep. So let's see, we have some shadow cards. Okay, we get Demonic Chamber. We have Divermi Tentaculi. Non-humans working in this room improve in the magic disciplines they already know. That's kind of cool. We have a grotesque statue. New students have a higher chance of being deep folk. I think this might be... Yeah, I guess this would be okay. Let's go ahead and put this in maybe the portal room. Or we can put it in the eating room. That's perfect. So any students eating in here are going to improve their stuff. And by the way, let's look at the class and studies so we can see who we've got here. We have here a werewolf, and werewolves hit twice as hard, recover health over time, and intimidate other students, which reduces their need to misbehave. They are immune to aberrations. And you can see already they've studied two levels in demonology. And we can just kind of like click through and see other students here and what they have studied. Wow, there are 3 in portal magic. They're just really going after that. So this one is 2 in elementalism. And it's good if they can really up their expertise in these levels. And let's see, these people are going to be a lot more varied. So these people have some demonology. They have 1 level in each of the early demonology. And then we have some in light magic, but not a lot. But these are going to be far more varied because of the classes they're allowed to attend. And so if we look at the enchanting folks, they're also going to be a bit varied. And that might be a mistake on my part, allowing them to go to the other classes, because it looks like some of them are not going into alchemy. But it could also be because the alchemy class might be full for them. So anyway, I hope I have presented some of the many aspects of the game, but we're going to continue with this in the next episode because I really enjoy this game. I find it really fun. It's very addictive. It's I went into this just completely blind, not knowing anything. I didn't look anything up, and it was okay to play. There's a lot to learn, but it's also a very forgiving game, which I really like in a game. It's very, you can do stuff. and learn as you go, rather than like you have to know everything before getting into it. So, all right, these people are going on strike again, and let's go ahead and shift these students here. Vampire sleeps during the day and never at night. Learns all magic 30% faster and generates more shadow mana. Immune to aberrations. I think we'll put them in the general class for the shadow. Let's see. Ambitious, steadfast, heavy sleeper, antisocial. Let's just put you there. Okay, and that's what we got here. But, oh yeah, now we have this. You can see how this kind of... Oh my god, it's a heat box from the future. Whoa! Hunger decreases for active characters in this room. I'm just going to go ahead and put this microwave, the heat box from the future, into the kitchen there so people can have access to that. I think that's absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. A white box with an opening in the front. You put food in it, and a few minutes later, a bell rings and the food is hot. It works like magic, which is actually not that surprising in the school. Isn't that great? Anyway, we are going to have to pause for now, or just watch them walk around for now, and say goodbye until tomorrow. So thank you so very much for joining me. Again, you can get this game on Steam. Please, if you're interested in the game, click on the link below so that the developers can track whether I'm doing a good job or not, and sending you to the Steam webpage. So thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.